All right, this one's coming from am I the asshole underscore would I be the asshole underscore public, and it was posted 2 months ago. Am I the asshole for not taking the fall for my husband? I was home, just got out of the shower, in jammies, ready for bed. Husband has been drinking. He's really drunk at this point. I tried to stop him from leaving, but he left anyway. 4 minutes later, he calls me. I answer. He's yelling, "Open the door! Open the door!" I swiftly ran to open the front door. He says, "I crashed into a house. Come see." I was
Oh,
speechless and said nothing. I grabbed my slippers and a coat to follow him. It was dark. The next thing that happens is a very strong person grabs both my arms, put them behind my back, cuffed me, then slammed me down on the trunk of a cop car. I was placed in the back seat for over an hour. Cops kept coming back asking me the same questions. One cop finally says, "Your husband is saying you were driving and you crashed in the house.
oh,
I smell liquor on him and not you. I don't think you're even here. He's dressed to go out and you're dressed about to go to bed." The end result was that my husband got a DUI. So am I the asshole for not taking the fall? He's still furious with me for not saying it was me. He says it would have made more financial sense if I took the fall so he wouldn't have been hit with the $10,000 price tag of DUI. It's making me feel like I'm crazy. Please help.
oh my God.
What the fuck just happened?
Okay. No. Like, there would still be consequences for her.
Right? You
Right.
crash into a house.
She would still. They cuffed her. They arrested her.
Yeah. Bro, what if someone was in that house?
Yeah. What if you accidentally
Watching
killed
TV
someone?
Yeah, what if they're
would you want
underneath
her
the
to
car
go to
right now?
jail for
Right?
you?
Right?
I'm sorry. Like, okay. Yeah, you were under the influence. It doesn't sound like you killed anybody, thankfully. And yeah, you have a $10,000 price to pay. That is an expensive lesson that you're now learning.
Don't forget the damage to the house.
But still, she did nothing, and there's probably a record there. She would have had a record.
Bro, he left the house drunk driving and she's going to bed. This is not the kind of relationship that I want to be in.
No.
I can tell you, if you left the house drunk, it wouldn't matter what happened to you, whether you got to your place safely or whether you freaking crashed into the moon. We're done. We're done.
I agree.
You go drunk driving,
I don't respect you anymore.
we're done.
Yeah.
That's not a respect. I don't want to be in that kind of relationship. I don't have to worry about whether you crash into something. He crashed into the next door neighbor's house.
That's wild. Probably backing up too.
Yeah,
just like leaving.
He said, "Come look," and she ran out. That means the car's like at the fucking neighbor's house or 2 houses down.
Come look. Look what I did.
What the hell?
That's wild. Oh my God.
Top comment. Your husband sucks. There is no coming back from this. Sorry, get out now, not the asshole.
There's no other outcome here. Like, you have to leave him.
Then somebody replies and says, "Not the asshole. Don't bail him out either. Use the time alone to file for divorce."
100%.
100%. OP replies, "I didn't bail him out. He got released from the drunk tank, I want to say 72 hours later. I will add that once he got to the jail, he called me. He was so angry. He's yelling with full volume and saying that this is my fault, you dumb motherfucker. Then hangs up. I cried and cried. He actually had me thinking that it was my fault and I screwed us. I still question it because I posted it here. I'm doing this publicly because I must face this marriage for what it really is, not what I'm hoping for." That's right.
You know, sometimes...
Kind of sad, though.
It is sad. Sometimes I wonder, like, even this one, as you were reading, I was like, why are you even writing into this? Why are you writing into Reddit? Like, this is so self-explanatory. Like, you don't need an answer from us. Like, you know, right?
You should know.
But I feel like some people are in really toxic, manipulative relationships that they question what they do all the time.
Yeah.
And it's really sad.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, sometimes I think, like, these things are just rage bait. But then I'm like...
Some people are actually going through that
Yeah. Shit. And they're actually questioning themselves. And they need to question themselves over, like, am I the asshole for not taking the fall for my husband? Like, that... Insane.
OP also has... She replies a lot. And one of her comments was pretty long. So she says, "He still remains furious with me because his thought process goes like this. Although he was the one that crashed, was drinking, and would likely go to jail and get a DUI, In the very moment right after he climbed out of the car, he decided to run from the crash. His first thought was bring me out and have me say it was all me, that it was me that crashed and ran away from the car, but decided to come back. He thought if I went along with his plan, then I would be saving us so much money, that I would be hit with lesser fees and lesser sentences and a stern fist shake from the judge, a misdemeanor. That was his first thought. He didn't even let me know what he was about to do. Nothing. I had no idea. He even ran so much faster than me where I was having a difficult time trying to keep up. Then suddenly he disappeared from my view. I was looking for the crash. It was dark. Yes, you could see, but not clearly. Keep in mind that none of us had any idea if anyone was killed inside the home. I'm still not at the car crash and home yet, but I'm coming close. I don't know where my husband went at this moment, but I'm not focusing on him. Still approaching, I start to see neighbors more clearly rather than moving shadows. The entire neighborhood was out. Cops came quickly. As soon as my husband had crashed, everyone called 911. It was that loud. I was expecting cops and crowds. How could anyone not? Not thinking about flashing lights or how many people were outside staring, everything started to move slow. I'm terrified of what I start to see. I can finally see the house that the man I married crashed into. Right as I'm crossing the street, that's when I get cuffed. They also cuffed my husband, but I wasn't aware of that just yet and where he had gone since I lost him while running. Keep in mind that it did not take my husband only 4 minutes to get back home. It took some time. He crashed 4 minutes after he peeled out of our home and called me as he was running. Many people are getting confused with the timeline. I only posted the bits that really mattered. The scenario because I wanted their advice on the subject matter. Y'all know the rest of the story. I will admit that I feel shame. What have I become? How could any sane person accept this? The responses that I have received have really had an impact on me. Almost like the clouds are starting to clear, and I remember what the sun once looked like. I must accept that there is no excuse for what he did. For fuck's sakes, his first thought was to set up his wife. That was his first thought.
That's
Sad.
so sad.
That's so sad.
Oh my god.
I feel bad for
Oh, me
what a piece of
too.
shit.
Oh, well, at least she can leave him now.
Hope she does
Yeah, it sounds like she will.
better.
All right, back to me.
Back to you.